Yo, it is frickin' freezing. Let's get some heat on. Cold start. 85 starts right up. Smells so good. Let's get the seat warmers on for a minute. It's cold. Let's get the heat up. Close the door. Let's back this thing out of the garage. So I have something I want to let you guys know. I'm really super excited about it. If you obviously can't already tell by the title and the thumbnail, you probably already have an idea. But I wanted to explain it, talk about it, and explain what's the plan moving forward. So, man, I think we're just like barely above freezing. Had a nasty cold spell in Texas all of last week. We had a couple days where it was decent. We even had a day close to 60, then it just one day, then it dips back down below freezing. Today we're kind of hovering right around the freezing mark. Not really used to this down here. This is why I moved further south to get away from this crap. But it won't last. Back up in the 60s next week. So at least there's that. Speaking of cold, we have Trigger Society hoodies available. We print and make these ourselves. We have plenty of them in stock, so if you want to help support myself and the channel, do me a favor, click the link in the description and pick yourself up a hoodie. All right, back in the car because it's a bit cold outside. So what's the deal? What's going on with this whole nitrous talk? So obviously, if you've been following my channel for a while, I've been talking back and forth if I've been on the fence about going supercharger, which option of that I might go with or pursue, turbo, twin turbo, or the other option, nitrous. So I've ran nitrous on multiple cars dating back all the way back to high school. So I'm very familiar with how it works, how it operates. I haven't ran it on a Mustang, my GT 500. That I had a VMP Gen 2R. I had a tune on that thing, but I didn't have any spray on that thing. It really didn't need it or could it handle it because of the tires I had at the time. It would have just been pointless. So quietly behind the scenes, I've been in talking with the guys over there at Nitrous Express, and I'm excited to announce that officially as of today, I have a partnership with Nitrous Express. I haven't purchased anything yet because it's just became official this week. But my plans going forward, obviously I haven't purchased anything that they have to offer yet, but this will have nitrous on it. Probably gonna do, I haven't decided yet on the combination and all that kind of stuff I want to go with, but it is nice that I'm already on E85. So look for something probably springtime when things start rolling with this. Right now, obviously with this time of year, it's pointless, but this is also the time of year where you make things happen for the upcoming season. Like I said before, I plan on doing more track content, racing content, and I'm really excited. So also with that said, for anybody that is watching, if you are interested in purchasing anything from Nitrous Express, I have a promo code. So anybody that, if you're wanting to pick up a nitrous kit, a purge kit, a window switch, you know, a full kit, anything from Nitrous Express, save yourself some cash with promo code Trigger Society at checkout. Save yourself some money, and that's my way of helping you guys out also as well. So make sure if you purchase anything from the Nitrous Express website, use promo code Trigger Society. I will put a link to them in the description also as well. So before I spray this thing to the moon and back, clearly before I do any of that is going to come tires. Now I'm either going to do obviously a full front and rear drag setup, like a Mickey Thompson and some runners in the front, and or doing like a Mickey Thompson tire, or just a stickier tire like some R, AAA Rs, something to get some better hook, because right now I have none. Honestly though, I have no idea why Ford decided to go with these tires on these cars, because even before I got a tune on this car or did anything with this car, if it's moderately chilly, out of the hole, these tires just don't do anything. So I don't know what Ford was thinking. They're trying to just pinch pennies, maybe, I guess. But if you guys, anybody over at Ford is watching this, you guys could have done a better job by putting a little bit better quality of a tire on the car. Just saying. So another reason why I wanted to go nitrous, at least to start things off, is because YouTube and social media across the board are just saturated with supercharged, turbo, twin turbo, top mount blowers, everything. It's just saturated with it. And there's just not a whole lot of content or anything in general with nitrous, not just Nitrous Express. There's just not a whole lot in comparison. And there's probably a good reason for that. A lot of people are afraid of blowing their shit up, which is understandable. But all that comes with knowledge, how it's tuned, how you use it. So all that stuff is important. So like I said, I've had quite a bit of experience using nitrous kits. I haven't ran it on a Mustang before, so this is also going to be a new thing for me with the application on a car like this. But there comes the experience and the knowledge going forward with how that stuff is operated, so you don't do something stupid with it, which is what steers a lot of people away from it in the first place. So what kind of application am I going to go with here on the car? Now, since I'm on E85, let's talk about 93 first. So I may do a tune for both E85 and then a separate one for 93. Now with 93, obviously you can't run as high of a shot because of the octane, and it's just not as safe with running nitrous or just any obviously boost in general. So with 93, you could easily safely get away with putting like 100 shot on these cars. So with a 93 tune, I'll probably put down a tune with Palm Beach with the 100 shot, and then the majority of the time, since I'm on 85 still, I refuse to switch back since 93 is just not comparable to E85. But with the E85, I've seen people put anywhere from 150 shot all the way up to a 200 shot on E85 with these cars. Not saying I would do as high as a 200 shot on these cars. I don't want to push and abuse this that aggressively, but with the E85, a 150, 175 shot is probably in the ballpark on what you can expect with nitrous combined with a tune on E85. Alright, so there's multiple different ways to go about what type of application with nitrous you want to go with. The most common that a lot of people do is a spray nozzle, but it requires you to like drill a hole approximately 4 to 6 inches away from the throttle body. So you drill a hole in here, clean it out obviously, so everything that you drilled out of here doesn't get sucked into the throttle body. But you drill a hole, and then you have what's called a wet kit, which is a combination of nitrous and fuel, and with the nozzle it just sprays into the throttle body. I've done that before. That's not the route I'm going to go. It's not the most effective way to go, and it doesn't spray as evenly into each cylinder as if you did something with a it's called a plate. So the plate goes in between the intake and the throttle body, and it sprays it a lot more evenly into everything. That is probably the most common way on these cars to do a plate kit. Obviously you could do direct ports, do like a direct port nitrous kit, so where it sprays directly into each cylinder. That is the most effective way to go about it, but it is also the most expensive way to go about it and requires, it's just a lot more technical. So the plate kit is more than likely the way that I'm going to go about it, with the installation of that. With the, obviously it'll be a wet kit with nitrous and fuel. One thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about doing something like nitrous, one is it's not as expensive as obviously going with a supercharger or a turbo. Also, it's not nearly as expensive in comparison to the price-wise as installing headers. So let's say you want to buy a set of long tube headers. Those usually run maybe, what, about between $1,500 to like $2,000. Prices on those just keep increasing. Anyway, so they're about $1,500 to probably $2,000 on average for a decent long tube header set up on your car. And then you got to pay for the installation costs, because unless you're a mechanic and or have a shop, you're probably going to drop at least another $800 to $1,000 on the installation, cost of the tune, and you may get 20 to 25 wheel horsepower on a Gen 3 Coyote when dropping $2,000 on headers, plus another $1,000-ish roughly on installation costs. So let's say about $3,000, you get 20 to 25 horsepower. So that's the cool thing about nitrous, is the kit probably costs, just for the kit, $800 to like $1,000, and then like a purge kit's like $120, and any other accessories, and you do a 100 shot. So you're looking at like $1,000 roughly, and you could either install it yourself or have a shop install it. Still, the cost to install the nitrous kit is not anywhere close to what it would be for the time and install for headers, and you get 100 horsepower at minimum with a 100 shot, opposed to maybe 20 to 25 horsepower with long tube headers on a Gen 3 Coyote. All right, so I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know I'm super excited about it. It's putting a channel together and trying to make content on a regular basis and trying to build and grow any business in general. As I said, we also own an apparel company, Freedom Suite Apparel. Also, the YouTube channel is also a business. So trying to grow just any business from the ground up isn't easy and takes a lot of hard work, and you bust your ass constantly. And something like this, a partnership with Nitrous Express, I'm super excited about, and what the future of that can hold for myself and the channel. So for anybody that is interested in a nitrous kit, accessories for your car, doesn't have to be a Mustang, but if you're watching this, it probably is a Mustang, anything in general, use promo code Trigger Society at checkout and save yourself some cash. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close this one out. You guys have a fantastic day. I got a link in the description. Pick yourself up a Trigger Society shirt if you want to help support myself and the channel. Use the promo code for any nitrous kit accessories. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.